Good morning. Today I'll talk to you about building empathy and understanding with your maids and nannies and how that can strengthen your relationship with you and your maid or nanny. Employing maids and nannies comes with a certain responsibility where you have to ensure that the environment is good for both you and your family to thrive, and also for your maid or nanny to thrive. So when it comes to employing maids or nannies, you have to really ensure that that environment that her coming there is going to create is going to foster a supportive and an empathetic environment for the two of you. It's not even two of you. I'm saying two of you because it's you as the mom and the household. But then you as the mom are you and your whole family, say five of you, plus now the maid or nanny. So it comes with some challenges, but they are overcomable. So I will share with you some insights that are going to help you develop empathy for your maids and nannies. The first thing that you have to do is listen with an open heart. Let her feel like you are genuinely interested in the story or in whatever it is that she has to tell you. When you listen to somebody with an open heart, you don't hurry them to finish what it is that they're talking about. You give them all your time, you give them your ears, you give them your eyes, you give them your heart. And they're able to talk and talk, and I normally say they're able to vomit. They're able to vomit all the very bad things that may be in their hearts, that make them bitter, that make them angry, that make them, yeah. So try and listen to your maids or nannies with an open heart and let her feel like Mama Grace actually wants to listen to me. Mama Grace actually has an interest in my life before I came here. Mama Grace has interest in my passions and in what it is that I love to do. So I am going to be open with her and I'm going to open my heart out to her and tell her about ABCD. Create such an environment for your maids or nannies. Yes, so be empathetic and let them feel safe around you. Let them feel safe to be themselves around you. The second thing is walk in their shoes. Try to understand their perspective by putting yourself in their shoes. When you do that, you're able to appreciate the effort that she puts in your home, and you're also able to support her growth. When you put yourself in her shoes, you are able to understand even some of the challenges that she has been trying to tell you about that she faces. For example, I personally know that it's not easy to deal with 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds can be something, and my daughter is 2 and she doesn't go to school, so she has a lot of energy. She has a lot of energy. So by the time my nanny is doing her things and still cooking and washing clothes and washing the house, and with my daughter around, I understand that it could be a challenge. So some of the things that I might have expected to be done by 10 a.m., she may have moved them forward to around 12 noon. So I completely understand when I get home and I find not everything, but a few things are not haven't been done very well. I understand because on Sundays I stay with my daughter, and it's Sundays only. I stay with my daughter the whole day because that's the day that I relieve my nanny. I give her an off. So I understand that how when I go wash dishes, she wants to come and she wants to also play in the water in the sink, and I'm there battling. Okay, Gracie, please go down, let mommy finish, and then we go back to the sitting room. How if I leave her in the sitting room, I'll find her climbing the window and all those things. So I have put myself in her shoes, and I know that sometimes it might not be so easy to do some tasks that I may expect of her to do if my daughter is not asleep. So when you try and understand and walk in their shoes, you give them some grace. You're able to give them some grace, and you realize that it's okay, it's never that serious. The next thing is you recognize individual differences. I was brought up different than she was, but I may not say very differently, but kind of different. Um, because actually, I remember yesterday we were talking about our parents and our mothers and working, and she told me that her mom has worked for very, very many years. And for me, my mom was not employed. She was more of a housewife who had her own home business. Yeah, so I got to grow up around my mom 24/7, and her, not that it was an issue because her mom is her best friend, but her mom has worked and worked and worked. So when she's giving me those kind of stories, I realized that we could be different in some ways. And I just appreciate the differences. We appreciate differences instead of making it an issue that I kwani. So yes, recognize that everybody has got a unique background, everybody has unique experiences, everybody has unique cultures. So embrace that difference, embrace the new culture and the new experiences that she's sharing with you. Don't brush her off and let her know that what she's saying is not really important to you. Just let her talk, and you listen to her with an open heart. And I remember I was talking to a client of mine yesterday, and we were talking about cooking. We were talking about cooking. My nanny may have come from a point of having been trained on cooking professionally, and she has been taught that the kitungu should not become black. So when she comes to my home, I love my food with black kitungu. So I tell her, ngojea kitunguu. Okay, she serves me the first time and I'm like, no, ngojea next time, ngojea kitunguu iungue ndio uweke nyanya. And when she does that, that kuungua kitunguu, she doesn't know exactly how kuungua do I want it. So instead of just telling her how to do it, it's good that I demonstrate and I show her. You see, ikifika hapa, ikikaa hivi, sasa eka nyanya, Yes, so because of her experiences, they may be different from how I have experienced my life. So it's always good to be graceful and to dedicate some time to show them how to do things the way that you want them done. So that is it about communicate with respect and clarity, because I have told you in her past experiences, because she went for training to be taught how to cook by somebody. The way they were taught how to cook, the kitungu should just become brown, should not become black. But personally, in my home, I like it black. So I would prefer if she burned the kitungu more. So instead of telling her that she doesn't know how to cook, I can just spare some time and tell her, leo nitakuonyesha vile napendanga kitunguu yangu hivi. And for me, it's eggs. I like eggs, but I don't like them ready. I like to see the yolk dancing. So the first time she cooked an egg for me, it was very, very well done. And I don't like a well done egg. Though I still ate it, I didn't throw it away and tell her she doesn't know how to cook eggs. But then the next time we were having eggs, I told her, I didn't even tell her to observe. I just cooked it while she was there. And I told her, you see how mine, number one, I don't like mine being turned. So iive tu on the underside, but huku juu wacha icheze. And she was like, you eat that kind of an egg? And I said, yes. And from that day, whenever she makes eggs for me, she always makes sure that it's not well done. And that's what I love. And because I took the time to actually show her how it is that I like my things done and how I love my eggs cooked, we don't have issues when it comes to her cooking eggs. Respect and clarity. That is on communicate with respect and clarity. Be very clear and be respectful. I didn't bash her, I didn't abuse her, I didn't tell her she doesn't know how to cook eggs. I was very respectful and I showed her clearly how it is that I like my eggs done. The next thing is support their personal development. If she's in need of some form of training, give it to her. Let her go and get that form of training that she requires. If she's struggling, if you see her struggling in an area of housekeeping or taking care of children, instead of letting her go, get her some form of training and see how she will behave after the training, if it will be beneficial, if it will help her take care of your home and children better. So it's always good to provide them some form of formal training. And if not training in housekeeping and nanny care, you can, and baby care, sorry, you can have them train on something that they're passionate about. And I talked to you about things like driving, salon, computer college, um, dressmaking, just the things that they may be interested in. Give them that training and also celebrate my milestones and achievements. For example, my nanny turns, she's turning another year in July. And if she'll be around, I am planning to surprise her with something so that she can feel appreciated and recognized even in our home. So yes, provide them training and support and offer recognition for their achievements while they are in your home. Yeah, like the training that she went for, the first aid training, until today she's over the moon. She's always over the moon about it. So provide training for them and offer recognition for the achievements that they get while they are in your home. Practice patience and flexibility. I know this could be a challenge because I've heard from very many moms, oh, I've been with this nanny for 2 months, for 2 weeks, and she's not gelling with my children. And the only solution she's given is to change her. But I would tend to think that it's a bit too soon. Try and be a little bit more patient and flexible. I normally say a month. A month will give you ample time to see if she is gelling into the job or she's having trouble working. So give them about a month and be patient. My dad always tells me you need to be patient with your maids and nannies because the environment that they come from is not the one that they are finding in your home. The way of life from where they were is not the same one here where you are. The kind of things they used to do back where they were is not the same as the one that they're doing here where you are. So you need to be very, very patient. And even though you keep repeating yourself over and over and over again, just keep doing it. One day, watashika. One day they will do how you want it because they don't want you to remind them again. So keep repeating yourselves and be very, very patient with them and be flexible also with them and how they are working. Yes, be very understanding also when they do any mistake. Not the humongous mistakes, but if they are just things that are trainable or excusable or warningable, you can give a warning, but just be very patient with them. Instead of bringing in over 20 house helps in your home within a span of 5 months, just be patient with them because it also takes a while for them to get into the gist of doing things how you like them in your home. And that's the other thing that I always, even though you get a trained nanny, she was trained there, and how they did their things there is not the same as how you will do your things here. So it's always good to offer some form of little training and orientation so that your mates can feel like, okay, now I'm in control, I can manage this work. So don't assume that getting a trained maid or nanny she will automatically come to your home and will be 100% from day one. No, 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 because this is a whole new environment. It's not like where they were before. So in this new environment, she will need some form of orientation, some form. It may not be a lot, but she will need some form of some training to get her acquainted with the kind of jobs and tasks that are required in this particular home. An example is you can find that a house help has been taking care of big children in the previous home. Big children, say from 18 to 15, ages 18 to 15, 15 to 18. And then when she comes to your home, you know that she's been taking care of children. But now she's coming to take care of 3 children under 5. Okay, 3 children under 7, say under 7. You see, they have the experience of taking care of all the children, but they don't have the experience of this new environment. And maybe you like your things done in a different way. So even getting a trained nanny will still require you to train her a little bit as per your home needs, okay? Because the training that she got was from her previous employer, according to that previous employer's home needs. So she needs some form of orientation or some form of training to get acquainted with how things are done in this new home. Show appreciation and gratitude. Always show your maids and nannies that you appreciate all the hard work that they do for you. Because had it not, like today, my nanny has washed clothes. I bought some new clothes for Grace Tumba this week. I think 3 days ago. It was a whole gunia. And she cleaned them, all of them today, and she has hung them, she has washed the shoes, she has cleaned the house, she has made breakfast. You know, it's all of that hard work. We were asleep, we woke up and we went and we took tea while she was still working, and now I've left her with my daughter, so they are doing what they are doing now. But you see, she has done a good job already. Just for today, she has done an amazing job. So for such things, I know you pay them to do those things, but still appreciate them when they do them. Because had it not been for them, I don't know if you would have managed, because I wouldn't have managed to do all that laundry and still make food for people and tea for people and clean the house, and so appreciate them and show gratitude. Let them know that you value them and you value them being with you. You appreciate all that they do for you. You are so grateful for the love that they show to your children. So let them feel loved and appreciated, and I assure you they will give you a good service. When you show them that you appreciate and you love and you care for them, of course they will reciprocate it even to your children, and everybody will live happily ever after. So that's it from me today. Have a beautiful day.